We'd like to take a second to thank this week's sponsor, Null Void Apparel. Null Void is an artwear brand based out of upstate New York and focuses on the absurdity of human existence in a commodified world. They use pop culture, music, sarcasm, and dark humor to bring forth surrealist concepts with a message: to be anti-evil and pro-humanity. Their goal is to always make accessible clothing with sustainable materials and processes and have fun doing it. They're the court jesters of counterculture. They're here to make you laugh, think, and to be a little weirded out in the process. So go to www.nullvoidapparel.com and embrace the absurdity. Thank you again, Null Void Apparel, for sponsoring this portion of today's episode. Let's get back to the show. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Where Did All My Friends Go? A podcast about life in the music industry. I know you like it, Bear, when I get all like super energetic.
I love it.
And honestly, I just always get so hyped up after our interviews when they're just so awesome. And this time, dude, we got to sit down with Josh Roberts from Magnolia Park, one of like my favorite up and coming bands. Dude, there's something else, man. There's something else, and they're a band to watch. Not only for being a fan of that band, but if you're in the music industry, if you're in a band and you're trying to figure out what I have to do to make it to the next step or do the next thing, this is a band to watch. Basically, on just what they're doing, work-wise, what they're putting in the band, the time that they spend, and they actually talk about that a little bit in this episode. So let's get to it, man. They're easily one of the most hardest. Kid popped in, had to pop in last second, had to do it. But I mean, easily they're one of the hardest working bands in the scene right now. They're just constantly on the move, constantly, putting out new music, doing tours, putting out content. Like they're killing it on TikTok and killing it everywhere else that they do. Yeah, anywhere that they put their energy towards.
100%.
So let's get into this episode, and I hope you enjoy it.
Here's a quick question. Do you dip your pizza in anything?
Ranch. I dip it in ranch. All right. I'm one of those kids.
Dude, I love it.
It's not that I'm against that. It's just that like you've only opened the door a little.
Oh,
see, I tried those things too. I tried buffalo sauce. Delicious. Ranch.
Barbecue is king when it comes to dipping in a pizza.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I wouldn't say
it's
king.
Oh my God. A little spicy, sweet baby Ray's.
Oh, I haven't tried that one yet.
Okay, here's the kicker. You ready for this?
All right.
A sweet chili sauce.
Okay.
Ooh.
Like,
right.
I could get behind that. I really could.
All right.
That's my jam.
This is gonna be a real hot take, I think, though. I also, there's a thing I have with like Jack's Pizza, like really shitty cardboard pizza,
It is really shitty pizza.
Okay, so like first off, if you're going, you can only do this with this type of pizza, but mustard.
Yeah, mustard. That genuinely makes sense.
It's a thing, but you can only do it with
pizza sauce is just hot ketchup.
Jack's or Roma.
I haven't tried it.
Right, because like any other
mustard on pizza.
I never did before. One of my friends told me to do it, and
speaking of,
it can only be done on those types of pizzas.
Well, that's because those crusts literally have no flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and
okay.
And it needs something. But did you ever hear the Dead Awake Jack's Pizza story?
No.
Okay, so Dead Awake is or was, they might not be anymore, was a metalcore band out of like Iowa. It was either Iowa or Wisconsin. I don't remember which. And they were on the up and up, nothing too crazy, but they were getting some good shows, doing some good things. And one of their freaking guitarists decided to start a social media campaign to get Jack's Frozen Pizza sponsored, like to sponsor their band. Because it's shitty pizza. Come on, like we know this. Yeah. I still eat it. It's just shitty pizza.
Oh yeah.
So like they went through the whole thing and they got all like 10,000 of their fans to comment and tag Jack's Frozen Pizza on all social media. And it's like started working. Then they made this like t-shirt like of a boxing ring with like Dead Awake against like a slice of pizza kind of a thing. And then Jax got a hold of them.
Did it
And
work though?
It worked.
Okay.
As far as I know, it fucking worked. But the thing is, the band broke up. Like, so they never really got to. They never really went anywhere.
Huh?
Yeah, but I thought that was fucking hilarious because, like, he just posted. My friend posted on Facebook. He said, "I got the call. We're talking."
Oh my god!
I was like, "Oh damn, dude! Like, fuck
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Jack's Pizza for the win." Well, everyone, you did it. You made it to yet another Monday, which means another episode of Where Did All My Friends Go? A podcast about life in the music industry. And today we have a special guest. Joshua Roberts from the band Magnolia Park is on the show. Now, before we welcome Josh to the show, if you guys haven't actually checked out Magnolia Park yet, you're just wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
Magnolia Park is probably going to be the next blow up band, hands down, in the pop punk scene. And we are just stoked to be able to talk to Josh and learn more about his band. Josh, welcome to the show.
What's going on, guys? Thank you guys for having me. I am stoked to be here, and thank you for that warm welcome. That really felt really good inside.
It was very genuine. Like we think you guys are just phenomenal. Like
Phenomenal.
We love you guys.
It's
Thank
a
you,
breath of fresh air to pop punk, which, I mean, anybody who listens to pop punk, they'd be lying to themselves if they didn't think that it can get very stale. And that's with any like musical genre, things can just get stale. And there's nothing wrong with liking this or liking that, but Magnolia Park does a really good job of breathing fresh air into this scene. And it's something that us pop punk kids and like emo kids fucking love to see. So first off, like, congratulations with that. We really appreciate that from a listener standpoint.
Really, thank you, man. Like, we put in so much work on these songs. I'm glad that people like them, and that we can continue to grow and thrive and make even more cool music.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and get on into it. Magnolia Park recently released. I can't speak for the life of me. The Heart Eater EP with producers Matt Malpass. I can never pronounce his name. Andrew Wade and Andy. Oh, boy. Karpovic. Thank you. It's funny because I've only ever read these names. You know what I mean?
I've definitely said Andrew Wade out loud.
I've said Andrew. I mean, it's easy. But I've only ever read Andy's and Matt's name. I've never actually heard people like say it, and that's on me.
So you recorded that new EP in just 7 days. What was that process like?
Honestly, the process was crazy. So the first half, we recorded it actually in LA. So we went out to LA and we were there for a week, and we wrote so much music that hasn't come out yet. We kind of picked and choose what we're going to be on this EP, came back to Orlando to finish up the record. And honestly, just working with all three producers at the same time was kind of crazy. It was fun. All the different personalities, the fun personalities came together really well. And in my opinion, not to be biased or anything, some of our best works yet.
So, I mean, the songs that have come out so far have just been killer.
Yeah. I mean, from all the stuff that we've written, I can say right now, there's only 4 songs that you guys have heard. I'm pretty sure we have like about 16 to 18 in the chamber ready to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when you went in recording to record this EP, did you have a lot of these songs already like hashed out, or did you write some of these from scratch, or?
So some of them were written from scratch, like Gravedigger was one of them.
Okay.
But some of them we had just like a little bit of ideas here and there we would write before we go, and then we would see what fits and what didn't. But yeah, it's definitely like a mixture of the two combining together to become some of this new music that you guys are hearing now.
And you mentioned that Gravedigger was a scratch song, something you came up like within the studio. I never would have fucking guessed that. But is it like, walk us through the process, because I mean, Pat and I have both done, we've done that. We've been there to where we kind of pull something out of our ass in the studio, and it ends up kind of being fucking amazing. So how did the process of working with these producers?
Not like Gravedigger amazing, but
well, yeah.
I mean, The whole process, especially with Gravedigger, was kind of cool. It was reminiscent of Sick of It All. So like I heard the beat and I kind of freestyled the chorus, it like right there, and then everyone kind of liked it. So we scratched that freestyle, made sure that we had it locked in, and then we wrote around it. I'm pretty sure that took us like half a day to do. Not even. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's a wild thought, because I mean, especially even just recording that many songs in that short a period of a time is something that is not what many bands can accomplish.
Yeah. We were up in LA for about 5 to 7 days, and we wrote 9 songs.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
But this, okay, and Pat, you know this is a hill that I will die on. This is why you work with good producers, because they get the best out of you, because that's their fucking job. And not only that, and we've talked about how the producer is always the 5th or 6th member of the band every single time. Like, they are just as much a part of the band as the band is, because they're the ones who basically help you sculpt and mold your sound into what you want it to be. And when you can work with people who are just there to push you to write 9 songs in 7 days, that's fucking insane and awesome. It's really awesome.
It was crazy. Like, we would go back to the Airbnb and continue writing, even though the session was over. Like, we have about 2 to 3 other producers that are in the band itself, like Vince, Tristan, and Freddie. They all write constantly. They're all producing music and stuff like that. So as soon as we're like, even when we're out the studio, we're writing. We're still writing now, even though we have so much music that's already done.
Wow. And you know what? And that's just a testament to you guys as a band too, is you are working. And there's, even in the downtime, you guys are working. And as much as a good producer can help you get that sound and get you to work hard in the studio, it's all about what you do outside of it as well. And you guys are really kicking ass. And I think that a lot of our listeners need to hear that, because it's not just, we're booking studio time in 3 months. Gotta work in 3 months. It's no, we're booking studio time in 3 months.
We have to work now.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like I'm gonna give you guys the exclusive right now. We're dropping another song on the 7th.
Yo,
already.
When is this coming out?
On the 7th. We literally recorded it last week.
Damn.
Hell yeah. Damn. That's amazing.
Wait, recorded it. Where's the master?
The master's already done. Everything's already edited.
They are the master.
Like, everything is already set in stone. The song itself is called Don't Be Racist.
I love that. Fuck yes.
And I can tell you right now, it's a slap in the face to everyone who is.
Hell yes.
And that was the whole purpose of it. And I can't wait for people to hear it. It's going to be really fire.
So, like,
I can't wait.
When we say this song slaps, it's like it's nice. It literally.
Oh yeah.
Literally.
Oh yeah. Like, it's everything that me and the band want to say but can't say because of the public eye. So we said, you know what? Screw that. We're gonna put it in the song.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Do it awesome. Anyway. You know.
And yeah, like, it's gonna be pretty cool. We're gonna do a lot of TikToks for it and stuff like that. We might even do our own little TikTok exclusive music video.
Awesome. Love it.
So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's
that 9:16 ratio.
Oh yeah.
Well, and for all the people listening that like know you guys already, like, this is, I mean, it's no surprise and it's no news to them. Like, you are easily one of the hardest working bands in the scene right now.
100%.
Like,
oh yeah, I mean, like, we just got off of a 2-month tour with Mayday, only to go overseas for a week to come back to do another basically 2 months with 2 different tours back to back.
Right.
and in the midst of that, we're still writing. We're going to be writing even after these 2 tours, and then we're going on another one right after that.
Hell
so,
yes.
Yeah, dude.
We don't stop.
Let's like hop like over like to the beginning really quick here. So, like, you guys started in like 2018, released your first single, Patience, followed by the Vacant EP. The first EP has a different sound than what you have evolved into. Can you tell us a little bit about how that direction change happened?
Yeah, so when we first initially started, like, we were very like into Movements. Movements was like our collective favorite band.
We
wanted to be like another. Movements is like still one of my favorite bands.
So
like,
good.
Okay, love you guys. Can't wait to story to you guys. By the way, just want to say that if they're listening.
Movements, get on the show.
Movements is listening. I hope they are, and then they should come on the show too.
Oh hell yeah!
I'd be sick.
but we wanted something different. We wanted to like add our own little influences because all of us come from different musical backgrounds. So we want to tie all that in and then make our own little new sound. So that's what really was the change. The first song that came out that we were like, you know what, let's do this whole change was Outside. And when Outside came out, we were like, all right, this is the direction that we want to go. Let's fine tune it. So Outside was like the true baby of what the new and improved Magnolia Park sound is now.
Wow.
Okay. And you can tell, like, when you're listening to your catalog, you can kind of tell where that turning point is.
Oh yeah.
What would you say is like your favorite song from those first batch of songs? Do you ever perform any of those live still?
We don't perform them live anymore. Maybe one day we'll bring them back for like the OG fans.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I love Pumpkin Eater. Pumpkin Eater is like my favorite track.
It's a good one.
That we've done from back in the day. It's just like such a good vibey song for me.
Absolutely.
And my boy Scott, he ripped those vocals on there too. So like it was really cool to go back and forth with him on the track.
Yeah. That's amazing. And so speaking of like some of your favorite songs and how you go about writing them, lots of artists write songs about, depression and struggling with mental health, which should be talked about. It absolutely should be talked about. But you guys write these songs like it's real life, everyday topics in such a new and relatable way, with lyrics like "gotta choose between gas or food," which I mean, let's fuck what's happening right now. And then even like, don't say it's okay not to be okay. Like, and do you think I like it when I get this way? It's like you're
it's all real life.
It's all, so real. Even into the way that you go about even just a phrasing, or like, for example, I'm sorry, I'm angry at myself. I'm sorry I haven't asked for help. Like, what drives you to write about depression and mental health in this way?
All right. So like a few of us in the band do struggle with like mental health issues and stuff like that.
Right.
And we wanted to be known that, hey, like, I know what you're going through.
Yeah.
So we want to be as vulnerable as possible whenever it comes to our own problems. So when the world listens and they hear it, and they hear that emotion, they hear those lyrics, they know that it's coming from a true place and not just something that someone can just write and then move on from.
Yeah.
So we really write to make sure that everyone hears us. If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
It does.
And we've talked about this before on the podcast as well. And our listeners know, when you write a song to 1,000 people, maybe one person will hear it. But if you write a song to one person, 1,000 people can connect to it. And it's all about being, like you said, being vulnerable, from your writing to your performances to just who you are as people. And that's what we've been drawn to so much, not only about Magnolia Park, but a lot of the bands that we find in the scene. Just being vulnerable is the number one way to get yourself into relationships with other people. It doesn't matter about, what you look like, what you talk like or say, or any kind of this bullshit. It's all about, are you real? It's just being real. And part of these lyrics that you guys even talk about, it got me thinking the other day about Logic's song, which is the Suicide Hotline. And it's not a bad song. It's a really good song. And this might be a hot take, and I don't mean it to be a hot take. This is just my personal take on this song. But have we all heard this song before?
I haven't.
Pat, you haven't heard it?
I haven't, no.
Oh, okay. Well, basically Logic wrote a song about suicide and mental awareness and titled the song with the Suicide Hotline number.
Right.
Like, the music industry like went off the fucking rails. Like, how could he do this? This is so amazing. He's so good. He's like promoting mental health. And all I could think about was like, yeah, it's good. And I'm really, really excited. But this is nothing in comparison to what like the emo scene is writing about. And it's not like a contest between this or that. It's just almost a slap in the face, because I'm sitting here like, yeah, Logic's song is good, but the lyrics really don't speak as hard as some of the bands, like, let's say, the Amity Affliction, when the Amity Affliction is going to sit here and sing about mental health awareness, they're not getting awards. It's like these people are literally like coming out and saying, hey, our drummer can't go on tour anymore right now because he's having horrible mental health and suicidal thoughts. Like he can't come on tour. Like these are bands who are living in it, dudes who are living in this. And even you, like down to you guys are people who are living this. There's so much more reality to these lyrics coming from people who have been through it and come out the other side, who have also had friends who've been through it and never made it to the other side. And I'm not discounting Logic. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to say that he hasn't been depressed. I'm not trying to say any of that. All I'm saying is there's more of, to me personally, as an emo kid, there's more of a reality to lyrics like you guys' lyrics and to me than something like that. And I think that speaks volumes to what you guys are doing as a band.
Yeah, man. Like whenever we write things, we want to be so unapologetic. We want to make sure that like people really hear us. And like, I love that song from Logic. Don't get me wrong, but like as you said, like it doesn't really hit to the point where it needs to hit. Yeah. Like it doesn't really like open up the eyes to things that need to be opened up to. So whenever we write, we want to make sure that like we're so uncandid to everything that there's no way that you can somehow be like, oh, this is about something else. No, this is completely about what you think it's about.
Yeah. So I've been there, in back in my band when I was the writer. I've gotten to those places and I've written those songs and become real and become vulnerable. So for me, I can only speak on what it's like for me when I get to that place to write about those songs. But what is it like for you and your band to get to that mental space to be able to write something like that?
Oh man, sometimes it's tough. Sometimes it's really like you have to relive those moments. You have to relive those feelings. Like one song in particular, Kids Like Us, like that's a true story. That actually happened to me. So like reliving that again, even in the video, like we relived that moment of that happening.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot mentally to do that. And yeah, man, it takes a lot.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate that from you guys, like especially from us who are like avid fans, avid listeners, and just all general, like what we do is support pop punk in the music scene. And just coming from us dudes, not unsigned pop punk, just Pat and Bear coming from us. Yeah. Thank you. This is fucking awesome that you guys are out here waving this flag and doing it.
I guess so we'll go to a little bit of a lighter note. So you guys just played Slam Dunk Festival in the UK for the first time.
Yeah.
How'd that go? Like, was that your first time performing in the UK?
Yeah, that was our first time performing in the UK. It was so super surreal. Like the UK fans go crazy. They are amazing. Like I love every one of our UK fans because they definitely brought it whenever we played.
That's odd. So how long were you there for now?
We were there for a week.
For a week. So did you play other shows other than Slam Dunk?
Yeah, so we played Face Down.
Okay.
In London, we played a show out in Manchester, and then we played a show out in Southampton.
Okay. Do they have? Is there a difference between playing shows like in other countries over over in the States?
Oh yeah. Overseas, man, they get rowdy. They get real rowdy. Like
hell yeah.
They don't care about what's happening on the outside. They want to be there. They want to be in that moment, and they definitely showcase it.
That's awesome. Like that's one of the things that I've yet to do just in general is be able to go. I've been to Canada. Is being from northern Minnesota, that's just a hop, skip, and a jump. But I've yet to go overseas, and that is a life goal at some point to just get over there.
Honestly, it's a whole different world, but it's a beautiful world.
I love it. I
can't
hope
wait.
I hope to be able to get to experience that at some point. And then, so before we go into our next segment, we'll do one more question here. If you could give our listeners a piece of advice that you wish you had when you were first starting out, what would that be?
Oh, don't listen to others' opinions. Always follow your gut, follow your heart, believe in yourself. Because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself. So make sure that you feed that creativity, that passion that you have in your own life, because you will see the fruits from that labor as soon as you start doing that.
A really good friend of mine said, do what you love and make sure you like yourself, because at the end of the day, you're the only one who has to look at you in the mirror.
Exactly.
Hell yeah, man. All right. With that, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with Joshua from Magnolia Park.
Imagine having all the best up-and-coming pop punk, emo, ska, and alternative bands all in one place. In a once-in-a-lifetime playlist. Unsigned Pop Punk presents the Unsigned Pop Punk Playlist. 50 new songs from the best up-and-coming bands in the scene today. All your favorite artists you've never heard of yet. All of this for just $3.99. Go on your computer phone now and listen to the best new artists today. Or submit your own music at www.unsignedpoppunk.com.
And we're back with Joshua from Magnolia Park. Joshua, once again, we want to thank you so much for being on the podcast. But we're kind of done with Magnolia Park. We want to get into you and test the waters with your personality, right?
Oh,
This next segment is called the Obscure Question segment. And basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. We're going to ask you obscure questions, and you're going to answer them as obscurely as you'd like.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Bear, I'll let you take the first one because I'm excited for the second one.
Okay. So, question number 1. I've seen that the band is a big fan of Studio Ghibli. Are you in particular a big fan of Japanimation? If so, what would you say is your favorite film or show?
Ooh, all right. I am a big fan of anime.
I have the power of God and anime on my side.
It's so hard to pick my favorite one because there's so many.
Yes,
and
so
many that I've learned legit life lessons from. I can give you 5.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go.
Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Tokyo Ghoul, Sword Art Online, and Soul Eater.
Yes, all are great. All are amazing.
Now I have to say, because thankfully you did say my favorite, which is Dragon Ball Z. I have all 7 Dragon Balls hidden throughout my sleeve, and I'm rewatching it with my son for the first time, so I'm very, very excited.
That's amazing.
For
He said one of my favorites, and I know this is not a great thing to be one of your favorites, but Sword Art Online.
Honestly, it's really good.
Dude,
why is it not okay? It was in his top 5.
I know, but a lot of people shit on Sword Art Online
That's because of the 3rd season.
They were shitting on it after the first season because it was it was all this, oh, you don't like real anime. Then it's because it was considered an intro anime, and I'm you know what? Screw you! It had an amazing plot.
So, a question I have for you then, Josh, here is: have you ever seen the movie, not the show in particular, but the movie of Fist of the North Star?
This is of the North Star. I don't think I have. Okay,
that is what got me completely into Japanese animation. It's Dragon Ball Z, but much more violent.
Ooh, okay.
if you ever get an opportunity, check that one out. That's like one of my favorites of all time.
And then I have a recommendation if you haven't seen it already. It's a movie called Your Name.
I have seen that one.
Didn't it fuck you up?
Oh yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. 100%.
I still haven't watched it again on purpose. It's like when I tell you I was yelling and screaming at my TV, just go the other way. Just turn around.
Yeah, Your Name was definitely a tearjerker, man. I was like, what in the world is happening here?
I have not seen that, so I'm going to have to add that to my list. But
have a box of tissues ready.
Oh, absolutely. And then like prepared to feel every emotion within 5 seconds. All right. Next question.
All right,
Pat, you want to take it?
Yes, this one's mine. I spent a lot of time and thought on this one. Just so you know, Josh, it's a very important question. Okay. If you could be a superhero, but you could pick only from these superpowers that I'm going to name, what would you pick and what would your superhero name be? So you have A, you can have spaghetti fingers, which you can shoot spaghetti from your fingers. You have B, flatulence flight. You can fly, but only by your fart propulsion.
Okay.
Or naked invisibility. You can turn invisible, but only when you're naked and no one is looking at you.
Ooh.
I love that last one.
Yes.
Ooh. I would go with spaghetti fingers.
All right. Why the spaghetti fingers?
Oh, like you never go hungry, one.
Whoa.
Yeah, absolutely.
And two, like if you're going up against somebody, just put the floor full of spaghetti and they're tripping all over the place.
Yeah, there's so many different ways you can use those spaghetti fingers.
Have you seen the Multiverse of Madness?
Oh yes.
Okay,
Absolutely.
No spoilers.
Yeah, oh my god.
Because,
yeah,
but spaghetti fingers.
Yeah.
It's a spoiler without spoiling anything.
Oh yeah. It's on Disney Plus. Go watch it.
It is on Disney Plus.
Go watch it.
Okay,
right now.
okay. Speaking about Disney Plus.
Well, hold on.
No. He's got to get his hero.
He's got to give us his superhero name, though.
Yep.
Oh, Captain Spaghetti.
Captain Spaghetti. There it is.
You mean Captain Boyardee?
I like that. Captain Spaghetti.
Captain Spaghetti.
What were you going to ask?
Okay. No, well, I'm not going to ask. Okay, so are you a Star Wars fan?
I am.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So
are you going to go into Star Wars again?
No. You're going to actually love this. Okay, so
Okay.
I love Star Wars. I have tattoos of Star Wars. I like Star Wars is I fucking love it. So my girlfriend has never seen Star Wars. And well, here's the thing. She really wants to. So she has started watching Star Wars. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have her watch it. You can disagree with me all you want, but I'm having her watch it chronologically because I really wanted the big reveal of Darth Vader. So,
okay.
Pat, I know you disagree 100%. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
This isn't about me.
But so she's like watches episode 1. She's like, I really like this. I really like this a lot. Okay. She watches episode 2. This is even better than the first, which I mean, like, it is.
Said no one
ever. It is.
It is. Fuck Pat. And then she's like, oh man, I really like it's Anakin. Like, I get it. And then she was like, oh, let me just, see what episode 3 is like. And on Disney Plus, literally the description for episode 3 is
it tells you
Anakin's evil descent into like becoming Darth Vader.
That's lame.
I'm like, look, I get it's been out for 20 years, but like,
yeah. And at this point, it's kind of on her.
Don't spoil it though.
No, see, there's truth to both. Pat, you're absolutely right. Like, I do, like, it's been 20 years, like since Revenge of the Sith, and we've known since freaking the 70s. But still, why are you spoiling the entire plot of that whole movie? Like, don't get me wrong. There's there's still more. But she never knew, so she was completely ignorant and completely unaware. And
Did
then I
you
was like,
watch
"So
it?
what did you know?" And she sends me a GIF of Darth Vader. I'm like, "This is bull crap."
I
This
mean,
is
and also
awful.
to be fair, the fact that she's made it however long in her life
25
currently
years.
without
A single whiff
having
of
it
Star Wars.
spoiled is,
Yeah.
I mean, insane. It's
Honestly,
just
good for her.
yeah, I guess. I mean, it's just in basic everyday talk at
Yeah.
this point for
Yeah, no,
population.
we were talking about Disney Plus for a second. That pissed me off. So Disney Plus, do better with Star Wars, please.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, you made it. We have one more segment for you. Are you ready, Josh?
I'm ready.
All right,
Let's
Pat,
do it.
take it
All
away.
right, typically obscure questions goes 3 questions, but I felt like that one question went real deep and there was a lot to it. So I went
Absolutely.
2 with it. Okay, so this is our rapid fire question segment. You're going to speak from the heart and shoot from the hip. They're quick multiple choice. And
Oh, God.
you got this. I have so
got
much faith in you.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
There's one question that I have zero faith in him, though.
Okay.
I think I can do it either way.
I'm hoping.
Okay. Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
My boy.
Mario or Luigi?
Mario.
All right. Then now this one isn't multiple choice. It's going to test your vintage knowledge, I think.
And my faith in you.
And to be fair, okay, I'm gonna start this one off with letting you know that only 2 people so far this season have gotten this correct or been able to do it.
I'm afraid now. All right, let's do it.
If you can't do it, that is okay. Are you able to sing us the Bagel Bites jingle?
The Bagel Bites jingle. I don't remember it. I know there's the Bagel Bites jingle, but I don't remember it.
Okay.
You unlocked the memory for me.
You know what that means, though, right?
I'm gonna unlock your memory here.
Here we go.
I'm gonna sing it for you
He's got to do it every time.
every time.
Every time.
Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime. Does it unlock anything for you?
Oh my God. It unlocks me coming home from school getting Bagel Bites.
Absolutely.
That was my 3rd track on my MP3 player.
Yep.
On your Zoom?
Yeah, my Zoom.
Yeah, on your Zoom. I am pretty sure I recorded it on my my cassette player while listening to the radio.
I should just put that as my voicemail now.
You should.
You should.
But me singing it though.
Mm-hmm. I'll get you the clip.
Oh, yeah, we'll get you the clip.
Oh yes, please.
Okay, we got 3 more.
Right.
Gwen Stefani or Haley Williams?
Ooh, Haley Williams.
Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense.
Hard shell or soft shell tacos?
Soft shell.
Okay, and this last one is usually the most difficult one. Sum 41 or yellow card?
Some 41.
Oh,
I agree.
nice.
Yeah.
See, when we put the different artists on there, the Bear is apparently getting beaten right now.
Oh, that's what it is.
It's never a one is really better than the other. It's all personal preferences.
Oh, yeah.
Both are completely incredible.
Yeah, they're both incredible artists.
Absolutely.
But man, Sum 41. I grew up on Sum 41.
So did I. They are literally the whole reason why I wanted El Camino. Why that became my favorite car because of Sum 41.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it because I'm touring with them. I'm saying it because I genuinely like their music.
Well,
You can have both, You
can.
You
That
can
also be the
actually
reason.
have cake and eat it too. That's the whole reason you get cake.
Oh yeah.
There's so many things though that Sum 41 did that went into decisions I made as a band. Hey, what's up, little man?
Yeah.
And just
because I can't remember what album or what the name of the DVD is, but they put out one of their DVDs that has like their old movies that they made as like when they were younger, you know, like
Oh
and
my
like
gosh, yes.
like their Jackass videos and stuff.
Yes.
And I still have it. I still have my original one.
Oh my God, can you copy it? And send
Dude,
me?
it's so good. It's so good. And but like, you know, things like that, it was like, oh hey, I do that, or I want to do that.
Right.
I can tell you now, Sum 41 is so influential to us that if you watch Feel Something video,
Mhm.
it kind of looks reminiscent and feels very familiar.
Okay.
So I
I'm
want
gonna
you guys
check
to
it
watch
out.
that video and then message me what you got that from.
Absolutely. I for sure will. That's
Well,
awesome.
Josh, thank you so much for being here, man. We really appreciate you taking the time to do this. We love Magnolia Park. We love everything that you guys do and stand for. We're like behind you 100%.
Thank you
Guys,
so much.
Magnolia Park is going to be, I mean, if not already is, the next big thing in pop punk, breathing fresh air and giving new life into the scene. Make sure you follow them, listen to their stuff, listen to the podcasts that Josh is on, and follow the band on social media. Because like just by following what they do, you're going to get good tips and tricks on how to do what you do better. This is one of the hardest working bands out there right now, and we couldn't be happier to have Josh on board. So Josh, we're going to give you the floor real quick. Let us know what's going on with Magnolia Park, where we can find you guys, and what's next.
All right. Thank you guys for having me. Next thing that we're doing right now is we're playing Sad Summer Fest. So we're playing Sad Summer Fest between July 8th to July 22nd, and then we're gonna be hopping off of that to go into the Sum 41 Simple Plan Tour, which will be July 28th through August 18th. We're going to be releasing music all in between there. We have a new song coming out on the 7th. Please keep your ears and eyes open. It's going to be dope. And album coming soon.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Well, guys, you did it. You made it through another episode of Where Did All My Friends Go? A podcast about life in the music industry. We hope this finds your Monday better, hopefully. And we'll catch you guys next week.
Thank you so much for checking out the show. Please hit that like, subscribe, or follow button so you never miss an episode. And thank you so much to those of you who already are. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or anywhere else you stream your podcasts. If you're in the position to help us grow and like behind-the-scenes access and exclusive shows, head on over to our Patreon at www.patreon.com/unsignedpoppunk. Let us know in the comments who you'd like to see on the show and what other content you'd like to see. Thank you all so much.